In this video, I'm going to go over what you should do on a Sunday, well, a Saturday, whatever, in between the market closing on Friday and opening again on the Sunday night, and what you also shouldn't do in terms of overcomplicating things. So it's going to be a quick enough video, and I just want to get straight to it. So first of all, what I always suggest is that you do the high and low of the previous week to give you an kind of an idea of where you are in the bigger picture. So you just go to the weekly, you go to the last closed candle, and then obviously that is last week, and then I use array, whatever you want, you can use whatever suits you. It's just the principle is the concept is the thing that you want to be doing it. However you want to approach it, just do your thing. So obviously high and low, done. The next thing that you want to be doing is 4-hour zones. So 4-hour zones to me are key because it kind of again gives you that bigger picture, lets you know where you are. If you're looking for trades that are more likely to possibly last longer because you're buying low or selling high, not just on the lower time frames like 15-minute, etc., like continuation trades, but you're actually, which are fine, like the trades like that are totally fine. I trade both reversals and continuations. I have no issue with either. But with reversals, they are obviously, because of where you're getting in, there is more chance that you're able to stay in the trade for longer, depending on how the market reacts once you're in and gets your management points, etc. So 4-hour zones for me, just keep them simple. Choose whatever color you want, and I basically use them like to highlight the areas that price has had a significant reaction from. So we had a reaction here. This area here could be a zone, like this area here, and I will probably add it in, but I just feel that up in there is the main one. And then we have this one here that is still holding as of just now, but I don't trade Sunday evenings. I used to. I've done it in the past. I've traded gaps in the past. I've entered multiple trades before I go to sleep on a Sunday evening. Obviously, this is UK/European time, but I would suggest not to do it. But like, there's just no need for it. Okay, sometimes on a Sunday night that will be the high or the low of the week, but it's all right. You don't have to rush yourself in. Just wait for London in the Monday morning, whenever the volume comes in the market. Let the charts just kind of settle a bit, and you'll find opportunities. With the way that I trade and the way that I'm showing you how to trade, there's opportunities. Especially if you're looking at more than 3-4 pairs, there's opportunities daily. Not always going to be the best home run trades all the time, but there is opportunities daily. So something not to do at the weekend is go below the 4-hour. Don't go below the 4-hour because you don't need to do it. I don't go below the 4-hour at the weekend because unless you're backtesting previous data and working on your strategy and stuff, there's no reason to go below the 4-hour because by the time that you wake up, you're looking at the bigger picture. You're looking at the bigger picture for the week. You're like, right, okay, so for EURUSD, for example, we're at support on the daily, we're at support on the 4-hour, but we're in an overall range. I'm not really that keen on trading this pair right now. I would see how price reacted at this resistance, structure resistance. It could be an area to look for shorts. The lower time frames just don't make sense to look at right now though, because because you're looking at the higher time frames and you're looking at the bigger picture, by the time that you wake up in the morning on Monday morning, there's going to be at least 8 to 10 new 1-hour candles, and they're going to change the dynamics of that chart easily. Whereas the 4-hour daily, there's going to be a couple of 4-hour candles. The daily is going to be open, but the daily, I mean, it's only 5 candles a week, so it's that bigger picture. So just keep it simple. Weekly high and low for that kind of bigger picture, so you can see that the weekly lows, basically the range low, and the weekly highs, basically the daily range high. So we're in this tight area. Buy low is here, buy low is here. So if there is some kind of support around the lows of the day, lows of Friday or whatever, then it could make sense to look for reversals because it is a key area. But we are pushing impulsively, pull back, pushed to make a new low, but didn't quite, but pull back again. Sellers came in again to kind of show that they're trying to stair step through this wider range. So it's like push, didn't make a new low, but pushed again, held this support for now, but the buyers have not been able to get above the previous area that price pushed into the area from, which then shows that the sellers are sustaining the pressure whenever price pulls back. So the likelihood is that price will follow through, and it could be down into 1.5430. That would be the next kind of logical area. What also can happen is obviously if this support holds and this resistance starts breaking, then we could be going back up to the upside. So there's no need to set an absolute bias on the weekend as well. Like just take your time and go from there. So I'll go over a couple of pairs, just what I'm seeing for the week ahead. So for me, dollar CAD, I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for pullback and shorts. So 4-hour, we have an area that has been broken and closed beyond, so it could become a retest area, but we've also got the area that price originated to push down. So we have, just as before, we made a new low, so price can come into here, go short, price can come into here, which is the resistance, and go short, or it can just go a wee bit above and then come back in to then go short. I mean, if it wants to do a more, like a longer pullback that lasts a good couple of days, then it can come into this area. So that's the 3 main areas for me for dollar CAD for this week as of how price is just now. Obviously, new candles, you have to then take the information that those candles are creating into your future analysis. So I'll just pick another couple. Well, I know that pound dollar's something that's traded quite often. So obviously we were in a tight range for quite a while. Strong bullish candle close, but we're still at this resistance. We're at a sell high area, so we could drop off. That depends on the dollar strength and weakness, etc. as well. Or we can just pull back and then start going higher. So as you can see, I've got my weekly high and low in. So it's very similar to EURUSD in that we're in a range. The 4-hour, as I said, I've got my areas areas that if you can look for an entry down in here whenever this area occurred, price came into it, showed some bullish signs, 4-hour bullish candle close, pull back down into the lows, bang, you're off. So now it's just, well, do sellers come in from here? Where is the area that makes sense for price to get to? Obviously, we have this break and retest on the 4-hour, sorry, that price can pull back to. We also have this resistance area as well that could turn support. It's not really been used as support in the past, so it could become one this time if it just wants to do a shallow pullback and then keep going higher. Or we could completely fill in this whole move and then come back to the downside again. There's reasons to believe both ways. As of right now, I would prefer longs, but I'm open to change. And one more euro where's euro dollar? Yeah, just above pound dollar. So again, I had this key area. Now obviously we've gone past it. This is like, it's definitely more, it's stronger. Euro stronger than the pound right now, so it makes sense to be looking for. If you were to look for longs out of euro and pound dollar, it would make sense to look for euro dollar. If you were looking for shorts out of euro and pound dollar, then it would make sense to take pound dollar short, because it seems to be the weaker currency of the two right now. So in terms of what I see for next week, I mean, we have this area here that, again, similar to pound dollar, could just come in, retest and go. So could just come into here, retest and go higher. Or we have this kind of support area here, and it was a sell area that then buyers have came in again. So it is an area that there is definitely interest, and then we can look for another push to the upside. So as of right now, I'm favouring longs on euro dollar as well. But if I start seeing a daily candle close strong bearish, etc., and structure breaking, then obviously I have to change my bias and flow with the market. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Obviously, weekly high and low, 4-hour zones. Don't go below the 4-hour to forecast for the next week. There's no point. There's no need to. Just take it day by day. And yeah, like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the value from this video, and set your notification bell so that you can be notified for future videos. I'm open to like video topics, etc., in the comment section. And also this is another video that is going in the course that you can see more about on in the description area. And yeah, you can message me to ask any questions that you have.